Yeah, that's naughty.
I had that one.
That's naughty. You know what? I might even go for that because...
Desert Island Sticks.
Ooh.
So, Rick Shiels,
Working time.
you're getting cast away to a desert island, okay? For the rest of your days.
Okay.
On this desert island,
like this.
conveniently, there's a 9-hole golf course. There's
I
no
like
greenkeeper, but it's in pristine condition.
This is
forever.
great. Brilliant.
So you have got to take with you a set of golf clubs, okay? There's 2 caveats here. You have to have owned them at some point in your life.
Okay.
And it's not all, and the kind of second caveat, if you like, it doesn't have to be the golf clubs that you've necessarily performed the best with, because on this desert island where you're going to spend the rest of your days, you're just enjoying yourself. You're not necessarily playing for score. You're getting up in the morning, you're going catching, I was going to say catching some coconuts, but you're going to go and get some coconuts and drink the milk and whatever you're going to do. So you want clubs that you've enjoyed. So I want you to talk from putter all the way to driver, even include a golf ball, and then we'll also let you take one luxury item, and also we'll stick with a book, but it's a golf book. Should we stick rid of the book?
No, I can do a book.
Your face didn't like you wanted a book then. You pulled a really like you're going to be sick face.
I think there's a couple of things. I'm not a big reader, but I have been in the past.
Okay, then you can take a book.
I can take a book, yeah.
So, welcome to the first episode of Desert Island Sticks.
Wow, I like this. Well done, guys. This is a great little section.
Thanks.
Right. Well, it's funny this, because I have put a list together of clubs. I'm just trying to think, does any of them change now you've told me the actual theory?
It doesn't matter about the score and stuff. I mean, you could say about score, but if you're there forever, you just want clubs that you like.
Yeah, I don't think this would change. Right, you ready?
We start at ball, if you don't mind. Have you got a ball?
I have.
Okay.
And it's a bizarre choice, but it's one that I thoroughly loved using. A lot of these take me back to youth.
Yes.
A lot of them do, because that's when I feel like I played the most amount of golf, let's be honest. So the ball I'm going to take with me, and I'd want number 0s.
Come on, fingers crossed it's going to say something good here.
Strata Tour Professional.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Let me explain.
Yep.
So Strata Tour Professional was certainly a golf ball that I used a lot when I was growing up. The Pro V ones were out, but they were way too expensive. Stratas came out as a sub-brand of Top Flight. Top Flight were terrible balls, but they made really good Stratas. There was the Bellata golf ball. There was a Tour Professional. Then they brought out ones with like clubs and spades.
Playing card.
Playing cards for numbers. The other thing I really liked about them, and I just mentioned then, is the first golf ball I ever remember having a 0 as the number. So I used to always want Strata Tour Professional 0s, right? Mm-hmm. So that's my golf ball. Spun like crazy, cut up like crazy. So as long as I get an unlimited amount, that's fine.
Yeah, you do.
It's just that they cut up like way too much.
Okay.
Wedges?
Yes. And a putter.
Putter. Okay. So again, I'm probably not going to go so much on performance here, because if I was going to go performance, I'd probably want a bit more of a malady. But a putter that I've owned, I still own right now, I've had it refurbished not that long ago, is my Scotty Cameron long neck Trillium.
Nice.
Okay, and it's pure on aesthetics. It's a beautiful looking putter. It's it always reminds me, I always feel like I feel like Tiger Woods when I use that putter. Like for me, it's a putter that I just feel like is a beautiful looking putter. I had it refurbished recently, and it's epic.
I think so far, I must admit, I was hoping, but I understand why we were going to go for Tour Bellata, Titleist Tour Bellata, but I'm not offended by the Strata Tour Professional. So you've got a tick from me there.
Okay.
Putter. Not that it matters if I give you a tick or not, but it's nice to get ticks, isn't it?
I like ticks.
You're going to get a tick for the putter as well.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
Wedges. Okay. So again, my favourite ever wedges. There's 2 reasons why they're my favourite. And now I'm on a desert island. I think there'll actually be 3 reasons why they'd be my favourite, right? I'd go with Cobra Trusty Rusties.
Yes.
Let me explain. First off, they came in odd lofts.
They did. 57 and 51. Always stick in mind.
I had 51, 55 and 59.
Oh, that's nice.
Like, just for whatever reason, certainly the irons that I use as well, the 51, 55 and 59 would really suit me right now. I mean, to be honest though, if I'm on a desert island, I might go extreme and like maybe swap like the 59 for like a 65.
Yeah,
or
I'm
64.
The degrees aren't the end of the world here. Let's just go clubs. But yeah, I love that.
I like them because they were really good wedges anyway. I like the fact they rusted, but why I like them on a desert island is I feel like what I liked about the Trusty Rusties, and even the Trillium to some degree, is the clubs you have to take care of.
Okay.
So the Trillium, you had to put the oil can substance in the head cover.
You did.
And you got the head cover and you polished it.
Gun oil.
Gun oil, that was it.
Yeah.
So it didn't rust. Weirdly, it didn't rust. But then the Cobra Trusty Rusties, you'd want them to rust.
Yes.
But also, do you remember the trick about getting them not to rust?
Yes.
Putting them in Coke. Now, hopefully I've got Coke on the desert island, but who knows?
That's what you look right, is.
But I could use the maybe the gun oil to stop them rusting, dip them in the salty sea, let them rest against the palm tree in the sun, and they would go really rusty.
And then with a Tour Professional Strata, you're having pure backspin.
Too much backspin.
Yeah.
But I'd love it.
Yeah.
Because that's all I really want to do in golf.
Yeah, just get backspin.
Yeah.
Okay, wedges, I think, again, you're getting a tick. And I think what's interesting, again, we said this a few times, we started golf at a very similar era in 97, 98. At the time, your big boy wedges were Cleveland's and Cobra Trusty Rusty. It was just before Vokeys really hit the UK in a big way. So I get why you've gone with that. Wouldn't have thought it at first, but yeah, I'll give you a tick for that.
I'm going to quickly... Lads, are these cameras still recording? They're just chilling out, the lads here behind the camera today. Can I come back to my irons?
Is that because you've not got them?
No, I have. I don't think I'm going to get a tick off you.
Okay.
Which alarms me.
I feel alarmed.
And I feel like I might change my mind on the irons.
Right, okay, then.
Come back to irons.
So we're going to go...
Fairway Wood.
Yeah.
Now, I don't remember the exact model. I've just Googled them now, and I'm not sure if these are still... If this is the exact model. So a lot of people would probably think right now, and you might be the same, would probably think I'd go with my old Bluey. My F7, the club I've had in the bag for the longest, right? That's not the case.
Okay.
Not even close, right? The Fairway Wood I'd go for. Again, this is going back old school. I'm going to caveat it by I'd want this with a Pro Force shaft.
Standard.
Yellow and purple shaft.
Yeah.
And I'd want the Titleist 904F.
Yeah.
Now the thank you. 904F, unbelievable fairway wood.
Yeah.
Very classic pear shaped, a mini driver, beautiful sole on it. I'm even looking at the pictures online now, and I actually want one. Like, I feel like I want to buy one.
You should buy this set, actually. That could be a good shout.
Like, this is an unbelievable looking fairway wood. It's got pro trajectory on it.
Yes.
Which is, why would you not want that? It's just beautiful. Everything about it. The head cover, the shaping, the profiling. Like I say, I think it is 904F I would have, but I'm not any of those fairway woods from Titleist in that era.
I had the 980F, which was the year before, I think.
980F. Oh, yeah, that's naughty.
I had that one.
That's naughty. You know what? I might even go for that because you've still got the woolen sock head cover.
You have indeed. Right, so that's, again, I'm going to give you a tick for that. So far, you have done quite well here.
Thanks, pal.
Something interesting I'm going to come on to at the end that's, I think, strings all these together. But then driver.
I'm looking at fairway woods now.
We've still got driver, putter and irons here. Come on, let's go.
I've done putter.
Oh, yeah, of course you have. It's Scotland.
Driver, right. Now I'm fast forwarding a little bit more to the future now.
Yeah.
Because if I'm thinking to myself, if I want a driver if this is the only driver I'm ever going to use, I want something that's probably not as old school. Because all those other clubs, as much as they're old, if I was to test them against modern day golf clubs now,
they would still
popping.
Perform. Possibly the 3 wood you might lose a bit, but not end of the world.
I feel like the Pro Force, a little Pro Force shaft.
Yeah, you've got the bling vibe, haven't you?
Yeah, I feel like I'd just rock
Lose distance, gain vibe.
Correct. And if I'm on desert island, that's what it's all about.
It's all about the vibe.
So I feel like the putter is no different to how it performed 20
all.
years ago. The wedges are no different to 20 years ago. The golf ball maybe a little bit, but I can live with it because you get more spin. Fairway wood, again, just because it's the profile, the look and everything else. Again, I'm going to come back to the irons.
Do you want to know one quick treat as well I didn't mention? I've just decided this now. They're old clubs, but they're all brand new.
Okay.
So just you know, nice. The caveat again.
Driver.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with something that one of my favourite drivers in the last 6 or 7 years.
I think I know where you're going.
Go on.
Can I preempt it? 2016 M2?
Oh, not bad. 2016 M1.
Ah, third, yeah.
Only because I had the M1 over the M2.
Yeah.
I did have them both, but M1 for me, so the original TaylorMade M1, carbon crown, the fact that it had the white and the black crowning, the T-weight system at the back, beautiful sound, beautiful ball flight, really good driver, really classic. I'd have it in the 460, even though I actually gained the 440 as well, but I'd have the 430. I'd have the 460, get more forgiveness, loads of distance, sounded epic, looked phenomenal. I like the crown where, again, if I'm on a desert island, I don't want anything too shiny. So the M1 had that feature as well. Yeah.
Yeah, good. So it's just irons left?
Yeah. Not sure on these irons now. because if I'm at a desert island and I want a set of irons, see, I feel like I want to go more blingy.
Forget about the desert island as such. Just think about the fact you're playing Eternity on a nice course that's 9 holes.
I like the desert island vibe though. What irons would I want to hit for the rest of my life?
I personally don't want to put words in your mouth. I think you've got to go blades because we're not looking for performance here.
See, I wasn't in the blades. I'm going to stick with what I've got.
Go on then.
And I know I'm not going to get a tick from you, but that's fine. I can live with that because I think I'm going to enjoy myself much more.
Go on.
Okay. I would go for... I could blade them actually, but I'm not going to do, right? Because I love these set of irons. It's the only irons I've had a hole-in-one with, legitimate hole-in-one. It's what the irons that, again, at the time, they're not sexy. Not that many people used them. They would, they're not... If we put a list together... They're not in many people's top 10. Not even in many people's top 100 iron sets.
Go on. I know what you're saying.
I'm going to go with the Wilson V6. And I know you're disappointed. And listen, I get that. I'd go 3 to pitching wedge. In fact, no, I'd drop the pitching wedge. I'd get a trusty rusty pitching wedge. I'd go 3 to 9 iron. I just love the set. And I know they're not the best looking in the world. And I'm sure I'll look on my desert island. I'll look over to them sometimes and go, why the hell did I pick those things? Why did I choose the V6? But I know there'll be a time when I'm on the golf course and I'm just playing the game of my life and I've racked up 15 hole-in-ones with the set. I'll go, that's why I picked the V6 irons.
That was good. Enjoy that.
It's really nice.
I think we'll do that with...
I've not done my book yet.